Fucking T-Mobile. T-Mobile. I swear to God. So I've been with T-Mobile since they were voice stream.
Okay.
Jamie Lee Curtis was the spokesperson.
I remember her.
Straight up, it was 2000, and 2000.
It was 2000 when I joined up because I had them for 9/11.
Yeah, me too. So actually, it was before 2000. They told me the other day I've been a customer for 15 years. So it was right around that time. I called up to complain about something, and the guy goes, "Whoa, you've been with us for 15 years." I've been with you since Jamie Lee Curtis, man.
Right.
Voice stream. I got to be honest. Me and you have very similar experience, very different experiences with T-Mobile.
I have consistently agree.
You call up all the time. And you're like, yeah, I got free this, I got free that. They comped this. Oh, they took care of it. Oh, blah, 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 blah. I'm not even, this is going to sound like a lie. Mm-hmm. This is going to sound not true.
Okay.
It's going to sound not true. It's the God's honest truth. Okay. I called T-Mobile one time because I was going to the Cayman Islands and I wanted to see if I can get service there.
Right.
And I asked if they had service there, and the representative said, "No, go fuck yourself." It sounds crazy.
It sounds a little out there.
It's not.
It sounds
She did it, and she hung up. No, that happened.
Because of what's going through her mind?
No, it happened. I think what happened was, wait. What had happened was, I called up. Okay, here's what happened. I was out the night. Okay. All right, let me just take you. I was on the way to the airport.
You're okay.
I said, and everyone in the car had Verizon, and they're all like, "Oh, did you guys call and let them know you're going to be there, and make sure you don't get banged over the head?" And I said, "Oh no, what'd you guys do?" And they're like, "Oh, we just called up. We told them we're going to the Cayman Islands," and they said no problem. They flipped us on an international plan.
Yeah.
It didn't cost any, blah blah blah. So I call, and I've done this with every trip. Just recently, T-Mobile came into Mexico, but I called up and I said, "Hey, I just want to see if I could switch over to your international data and calling plan because I'm going to the." And she said, "Yeah, we don't have that." And I said, "All right." I said, "Well, can you put me on something where like I'm not roaming?" Or she's, "No, we don't have that." I said, "Well, can you put me on like some type of a plan where if I need to make an emergency call?" She said, "No, we don't have that." I said, "Well, what is there any way for you to help me with like at all?" And she's like, "No." Right. And I probably said, it sounds like your slogan should be T-Mobile. Go fuck yourself.
Right.
And then she said, click.
Okay.
But she told me to essentially with her actions to go fuck myself.
Yeah.
Because
I've never had a bad experience.
I mean, I wasn't taking out on her. And I also wasn't, I was also saying it humorously.
You're being a little
cheeky. She hung up on me.
Well, you were cursed. You were using abusive language, maybe not directed at her.
She did that thing that everybody that we ever met in customer service does, which is you're putting them out.
Yeah.
What is it with you people? And I'm talking directly to you. If you're a listener, I want to hear from you. I actually want to hear from you. If you are a listener of us and you work in customer service, especially at an airport or on a hotline.
Well, you know the answer to this already.
If you don't want to be there, get another job.
Yeah, but
you're
it doesn't matter.
But service industry
who takes that job is going to work there and eventually get to the point where it's just like, fuck these fucking people.
No, then you gotta, you can't do that to yourself and to us. I'm sorry.
Any job that you deal with the public, any job, you eventually get to the point where it's just like, fuck these motherfuckers.
Yeah, but you have to be a professional. I was a bartender for over a decade.
Right.
I hated people at times.
Yeah, but you got paid directly upon people liking you. You had a financial incentive to not be.
Yeah, but an asshole's an asshole. It didn't matter. I didn't need an asshole's tips.
Yeah, but I've had asshole bartenders and I have not tipped them well. Whereas other bartenders,
but
good bartender, I'll go over the top.
Do something that, at least do something that you can do. You're not doing customer service if you're acting like that. It's everywhere. Unfortunately, I'm on the phone all the time with credit card companies and cell phone companies because we're on the road and we're doing like our maintenance on the fly. Yeah. And we're dealing especially with airlines.
Well, you've seen me with airlines lately. I've had it up to here. That one.
Yeah, and you guys can't see it, but he put his hand a foot over his head.
Over the mic. If you can imagine the mic, it's about a foot over the mic. That fucking bitch with the
at the gate.
The gate woman, not even the one in Vegas.
No,
the one before that
yeah.
with the TSA pre-check.
Yeah.
And I go to ask her, I was like, do you know why it doesn't? I don't know anything. And I was like, you have a great fucking
there's
attitude.
no way to help at all. It's just nope. And they don't want to hear another thing.
Yeah.
And you're in customer service. Let me say this. By the time I even get to you, by the time I get through these automated lines, I'm getting anxiety talking about it because this happens to everyone and they know it happens to everyone, every company, but you push a number, you wait. You push a number, you wait. They tell you your time, you wait. Then you get disconnected.
Right.
Then you call back up and you get someone on the phone. You say, I waited 20 minutes the last time, but I got disconnected. Please. Well, I'm just going to put you on a brief hold. I'm just going to transfer you to this department. Well, what if I get disconnected? Don't worry, you won't. Well, do you have a number I can reach you directly? No. It gets routed to different areas and different places. The hotlines are everywhere. I'm in Chattanooga. You might get, Wichita next and then blah, 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 blah. Okay. I'm not going to click. I get disconnected. Call back, go through all the options again. Get it. Then I'll say I'm going to transfer you. This is not the right department. Of course, it's not the right department. And I'm going to transfer you to the other department. I said, all right, well, I've been talking to you for 10 minutes. I explained everything that I had to explain. When you transfer me, are you going to tell that person it first or am I starting from scratch? No, they'll know. Hello, T-Mobile. Thank you for calling. Or whoever, not just T-Mobile, whoever. And it's like, yeah, do you know who I am? No. Start from scratch.
Right.
I said, can you put a note on the account? Yeah, put a note on the account. All right, get disconnected. You call back. There's a note on my account. Hold on. Let me read the note. She comes back. There's either no note, the note's not clear. I see the note, but I can't help you. This is what happens every time. Listen up, corporations and companies.
You're on notice.
Consider this your burn notice. No, but because I know you're all listening. You're all in a room listening. But this happens to everyone all the time with every company, and we need to. I'm sorry, I'm banging the table.
Banging the table. People.
We need to band together. How can we all band together and do something about this?
You can't.
No. What if we pick a day?
Oh, okay.
We pick a day. It's this summer,
and
we pick a day this summer.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
June 18th.
June 18th. June 18th is the reckoning day for customer service, right? That's it. It's going to be, it's going to go down. And everyone calls customer service.
Yeah.
And maybe is polite and leads them on a goose chase to find an answer that doesn't exist. Right? Or something like that. Or maybe we all get a catchphrase. Maybe this will make them hear us. We pick June 18th. It spreads out to anywhere between, 20 listeners to millions of people, depending on how viral it goes.
Right.
And then we pick one company, or we pick target 5 companies, and we call out, we get someone online, we say the same exact thing. Whether it's a sentence or a little speech or just, fuck you, customer service, click. And then it's going to make headlines. And then people, the bigwigs will see that there was a revolt, like a mass revolt against the customer service in that way. And it'll maybe they'll have a meeting to retool the way these things work. I know I'm going on a lot about this, but I'll tell you, if people added up the amount of times they were on hold, disconnected, or talking to a fucking dolt in their life that works at customer service, it's a long time.
Right.
I spent hours. I've called you I've defeated man, being like, I just was on the fucking phone. One time T-Mobile sent me
in the shower.
They sent me a free phone. Yeah. They sent me a few free phones I was going to switch.
Yeah.
And they sent me 3 free phones, me, my mom, and my dad. Right. And they were like, what we got to do is we got to charge this on you. We can't give it to you for free. We can, but it has to be charged on your credit card. Then we'll just credit you back.
Right.
I'm fine. I charged $1,600 on my credit card.
Right.
And they're like, it'll take 2 billing cycles, blah, 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 blah. 2 billing cycles later, didn't come off. Do you know that I called once a week and did that 90-minute dance I just talked about for about 6 months? The last 3 months when I got on the phone, I was trembling and shaking every time. And I was like, this has to be the last time I call you. Cause I'm not going to not call for $1,600 fucking dollars.
Right, of course.
I said, this has to be the last time. I started I had a notebook. I carried a T-Mobile notebook, and I would call up and I say, I spoke to this guy on this day at this time. And then that whole bullshit, this may be recorded for quality assurance.
Yeah.
It ain't fucking recorded. It's never recorded. I would throw it in their face. I'd be like, pull up February 3rd, 2:32 p.m.
Right.
I talked to Rob. He told me it. Look at it. Pull it up. And they were like, well, we don't have it. I'm like, why don't you have it?
Right.
This is the whole point. And then I would always get someone to be like, the buck stops here.
Right.
I'm the one. I'm going to help you. I'm so sorry, blah, 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 blah. And they would be like, let me take everything. Okay, I got it. I'll call you back by tomorrow.
Why are you still with T-Mobile?
Well, this happened like 2 years ago. But I mean, I should say I haven't like had anything too horrible with T-Mobile lately, except for the service, because the service, I called T-Mobile. All right, wait, hold on. Actually, I did call T-Mobile from the airport the other day because I was getting 5 of every single text that came in. 2 things were happening. I was either getting 5 copies of one text,
right,
or I was just getting like, no joke, a text that was like, would equate to like 10 pages of code.
Well, that was Vegas you're talking about.
Yeah, so I called them up. I said, this.
Oh, you called?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Oh, yeah, you weren't in the lounge.
Yeah. I got a little sick.
I took about an hour. I called, and they said it's a problem we already know about. It's happening to a subsection of people in the network, and we'll try and rectify it. I was like, I can't take this anymore, because I already text like literally like, like I'm on Nickelodeon. Like I text a lot. I don't know what that means, but I text like 10,000 texts a month.
Nickelodeon known for
kids
sliming and texting. No.
So now I get 10,000 texts a month. I'm getting 50,000. Like my phone, and it was killing the battery. Anyway, I digress. But also now the new thing is, I just don't get texts.
Okay, that has been happening a lot lately, and that's been tough to deal with.
Or I get this now. I get half a text, and half of it is in symbols that I don't understand.
What is going on? Because I have T-Mobile, and I have I've always had an excellent time.
Well, we know that like part of it has to do with just me, my life, my aura, my whole entire karma, like everything like that. Like I have the worst luck in the world.
Yeah,
and this is a thing. Like when we go. We always say, I don't want the Sal room. I don't want the Sal seat.
Right.
I don't want the Sal meal.
I'll take the not Sal suite.
Yeah, because I get to my room and it's messy. I get a hair on my plate.
Is it true you once went to your room and the toilet bowl was completely filled with shit? Is that not true, or is that a rumor?
From Joe?
No, it was just filled with shit.
Oh, yeah, there was shit one time. Yeah, there was shit one time. Yeah. I forgot about that. Urine.
You sent me pictures of dried urine on your toilet seat recently.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Or like my hotel keys won't work, or they just don't. I'm sorry. Oh, here's a new one. I'm sorry, I don't have your flight. It's like, what? No, we don't have you at all. So anyway,
all right.
That was a rail on T-Mobile. I should say that I should get to do that because I've been with them for 15 years. They've done right by me in certain ways too. I'm just venting frustrations. This is not limited to T-Mobile.
Right.
This is to there is not. You know what? I will say, if I'm going to give kudos to one company that actually has been pretty efficient always, is Amex.
Amex, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amex.
They've always handled things swiftly and easily for me. And their user interface on their website, man, this is a great podcast. But so it's pretty good. But other than that, everyone else is just really
Amazon's always been good to me.
Amazon's pretty good.
Amazon's always been good to me.
Okay.
I've actually
yeah, we have different experiences.
I know.
But I'll tell you, here's what I'm going to do, so it doesn't look like a witch hunt on T-Mobile. From now on, if you mess with me on customer service, you're going to hear it on this podcast.
Okay. All right.
So I'm sure you guys are overjoyed.
Straighten up and fly right, companies of the world.
Yeah.